we will be focusing on, what do you think about the topic, which is the internet infrastructure? It's a technical conversation that many people don't want to engage in. But today we want to demystify this conversation. We want to know who are the people behind this internet infrastructure in Nigeria.
Internet infrastructure are the key components or the devices that makes us to have that experience of internet usage. But at the background, there are a lot of things that makes that conversation or that communication to happen. So any device that makes it to happen, it's one of the components of the infrastructure. For communication to take place, there needs to be an identity. There must be a means I can use to say, oh, this message is directed to that particular person in Abuja. There is a unique identity that is responsible that makes that communication to take place. And that unique identity is IP address. So we have a body that is responsible for assigning IP addresses, okay? So the body is ICANN. So there's a department of ICANN called IANA. So we now have IANA dividing its responsibility among the regional registries. So in our own region, which is the African region, we have a body called Afrinic. So Afrinic issues all these IP addresses.
What is NIRA, and how do you fit, into this internet infrastructure conversation, for example?
It will be something bogus and something tedious for people to start remembering the IP addresses of each of the devices they communicate to, because computer naturally doesn't understand English. It's something that understands numbers. There must be a way where these names that we are familiar with is converted to the number that computer understands. So DNS was developed. Due to the nature of DNS as a whole, it is distributed. So that distributed nature of it gave different bodies different sections to handle, to manage. So NIRA is referred to as the registry of .ng domain names. So NIRA manage that database of domain names that are under .ng.
How do one know that this is the organization responsible for this?
So it's just the same way Google will give you services of email. When people come on Google, you can register your Gmail account and use email services. You understand? The same way we have people that provide secondary DNS, secondary name servers for DNS operations.
When you started the conversation, you said the advantages to having a .ng domain.
So some of the benefits of using a .ng domain: one, it's very cheap. Very, very cheap. The domains are sold in Naira. You understand? So whether dollar is going up or down is not affecting you. And another thing is, it helps you rank well in SEO.
I would like to say that the session has been very insightful, and it's also good to know that the government don't really have access to this information, because I thought they could actually meet these organizations and then they would let out information to them. So it's good to know that they don't have access to it just like that.
You can follow our activities, at any of our social media, Paradigm HQ or Paradigm Initiative, it depends on which social media, and also our website, www.paradigmhq.org, PAREIMGHQ.org. Thank you so much, and this is the end of it.